It's a sad day all around the world. RIP to Peanut the squirrel. Okay, y'all. So this is really sad. If you are a animal lover, pet lover, like me, I have two fur babies. I've always had a passion and love for animals. This would really just hurt your soul because I just lost one of my fur babies, Riley. Some of y'all know her because she was in a few of my reactions, and some of y'all have never got to meet her. But yeah, 2 weekends ago she passed, so can imagine how devastated he is at this moment because you build memories. These are our babies; they become a part of the family. So just to see that is really sad to wake up to this type of news. But we're getting into Benny Johnson to where he can break it down just a little bit more, y'all. Um, really, really sad. And so my heart goes out to him and his family because they lost somebody that was truly with a great sense of humor. And it's funny because I actually follow like a lot of fur baby lovers, and he was one of them that I did follow with Pet Squirrel. You got people that have deers and just all kind of different types of stories. So let's get into Benny Johnson. Internet goes nuclear after Fed sees murder orphan pet squirrel. Trump RFK, Elon pledge revenge. Let's go.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. There's a reason why every single meme on planet Earth right now involves a cute, adorable squirrel from the state of New York and John Wick. In fact, the #1 story in the world right now is about Peanuts the squirrel. It's a story of grotesque government overreach and evil, and it is unifying the entire country and may well affect the result of the 2024 presidential election. This may be the great determining factor that tips the scales in favor of Donald Trump and against government tyranny. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Peanut the squirrel. Peanut the squirrel has millions of social media followers. Here's 570, just 70,000 just on Instagram alone. Peanut the squirrel is a rescue squirrel that brought joy to millions and millions of people every single day. Peanut the squirrel has 3 million social media followers across platforms and just did cute little squirrel things with his owners. Look at this. This is the life of Peanut the squirrel. Just hanging out, being a squirrel, living a happy, healthy, playful, enjoyable little life, bringing joy to millions and millions every single day. Baking with peanuts. There you go. Peanut the squirrel holds signs, jumps and hangs out, snuggles and eats nuts. And there you go. Peanut the squirrel helps with the laundry, and this is the life of Peanut the squirrel. People love this kind of stuff online. It's a beautiful story, by the way. Peanut the squirrel has inspired an entire nonprofit called the Peanut Freedom Farm Sanctuary. Let's read about it for just a moment. Where second chances thrive. 7 years ago, a teeny fluffy baby squirrel entered our lives and changed everything. Peanut the squirrel quickly captured the hearts and became a household name. Despite being reintroduced to the wild, Peanut faced adversity and could not cut it effectively in the wild, and became a home squirrel, amassed 3 million social media followers. Thanks to overwhelming love and support from our dedicated followers, we established the Peanuts Freedom Farm, a sanctuary haven where neglected homeless animals can receive a second chance at life. Join us in this incredible journey as we rescue animals from desperate need of care and provide them with the highest quality of life at the Peanuts Freedom Farm. We believe in transforming lives and creating a full future of hope and compassion for every animal we save. How can you possibly be against this? There's nothing wrong with this. This is pure virtue and kindness towards helpless creatures, which is actually like the bottom basement that you can possibly ask in the human soul, is to simply have compassion on small helpless creatures. But of course, our government can't tolerate a happy, heartwarming story of compassion. They murdered Peanut the squirrel.
Ooh,
Peanut the
so
squirrel,
sad.
beloved pet internet sensation, euthanized after being seized by New York State. Ladies and gentlemen, the government has stepped in to murder Peanut because its owners, Peanut's owners, did not follow the rules. 7-year-old gray squirrel, commonly known as Peanut, was put to death by the Department of Environmental Conservation in New York. So the feds came in, with an Orwellian name called Department of Environmental Conservation, murdered a famous internet squirrel. Why? Well, because there were anonymous reports about the squirrel living in a domesticated home, and that's not allowed.
Now, this is just really sad. Here you have an innocent fur pet squirrel named Peanut that clearly has been showing love, and getting love from millions and millions of people. And you take this innocent baby and murder and don't have a reason because allegedly complaints.
There are rules here, and the rules state you're not allowed to bring joy. The government says you're not allowed to bring joy and own pets, or you must only own the pets that we decide you can own. This is enraging the internet and has united the world in a Harambe level of virality against government or overreach and tyranny. In a heartbreaking post about this, and by the way, I mean, I've been looking for why Peanut was seized. On Wednesday, Peanut and were seized by the Department of Conservation after multiple anonymous complaints about wild animals living in the house. That's it. There are just some complaints. Well, Internet, you won, wrote Peanut's owners. You took one of the most amazing animals away from me because of your selfishness. There's a special place in hell for you. A statement to the Post on Wednesday, the Department of Environmental Conservation said they were responding to complaints that there was a wild animal in the house. Oh, okay. So they came in, took Peanut the squirrel, and just murdered this man's pet. He was trying to save. Here is the hold back tears post from Peanut the squirrel and the raccoon that they seized and killed the state and the government and the feds on the page of Peanut the squirrel. Dear Peanut and Fred, we hope this letter finds you surrounded by love and light. It feels so heavy to write this, knowing how cruel the world can be. We want to express how truly sorry we are for the way things ended. It breaks our hearts that there were mean people who took you away from us, people who didn't understand the joy and love that you brought to our lives. Every moment we spent with you was a gift. Your playful spirits and gentle nature filled our days with laughter and warmth. The memories of your little quirks and antics we will treasure and hold dear. It is so painful to think of those moments were cut short. We will miss you both so very deeply. In the wake of your loss, something beautiful is happening. People are coming together and demanding change and raising funds to ensure that your kingdom lives on. They're advocating the world where animals are treated with kindness and respect that they deserve and not murdered by the feds represented by Kamala Harris. Please know that your brothers and sisters are safe now on the Peanut Freedom Farm, a place filled with kindness and love. We will never forget you, Peanut and Fred. Fred is the raccoon. We will forever be in our hearts, and your memories will guide us as we care for your family. We hope you feel our love in reaching out to you from this distance. Until we meet again, know that you are cherished and missed more than words can express. Every single person on planet Earth who had an upbringing in America typically had an animal, right? Could be a cat, could be a goldfish, could be a dog. I had a dog, and you have to say bye to those animals. That's just the way the world works.
Yes.
I've said goodbye to multiple dogs that I love, for instance. I still get emotional about it, thinking about it. So this taps into something that everybody has. Because
Yes, and he's right about that because, like I said, my fur baby of years just passed away 2 weekends ago, and you connect. Not only that, like a lot of my friends and family couldn't believe it either. Like you build memories, and they're part of the family. So this is really hurtful. And then I guess my attention is like, how did Peanut the squirrel even get um I already know how the squirrel got recognized, but I'm saying what drew all the attention to, the feds and everybody coming at Peanut and the owner. Like, that's where I'm just trying to figure out, like, how did this stem? You know what I'm saying? So let's get back into it.
Because everyone's lost some beloved animal. Sometimes it's tragedy, right? Your dog runs out in the road and gets hit. Sometimes it's natural causes. But this, everybody can empathize with because the entire country knows what it's like to lose a beloved pet and could not imagine. We can put ourselves in these individuals' shoes with a government just stepped in and slaughtered our animals because of some regulation. The owners of Peanut the Squirrel are going nuclear on government officials in New York, accusing the state of abusing power and wasting taxpayer funds to seize and kill their pet. I'll play this interview in just a moment.
Pet for a while.
The AP is even covering this. Orphaned squirrel who became social media star euthanized after being seized from home. This is going to decide the election, isn't it? Elon Musk saying government overreach kidnapped an orphaned squirrel and executed him. Elon Musk, of course, being the guy who would be in charge of the Department of Government Efficiency that would hopefully defund and maybe criminally prosecute the people responsible for this. The government should leave people and their animals alone. Isn't that the point, right? 3 million rats in New York City, 21,000 rat complaints. What does NY Pest Control do? Kill the one trained squirrel in the entire world. Your government at work. The name of the government entity that seized and murdered the squirrel, the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. This is making international news right now. Peanut the Squirrel meme thread. Here's Peanut the Squirrel and Harambe. Harambe tipped the 2016 election in favor of Donald Trump. Okay, Peanut the Squirrel's MAGA. It's Donald Trump saving Peanut the Squirrel. Oh no, squirrel lives matter. My entire feed for 20,000 scrolls is Peanut the Squirrel in a MAGA hat. They first persecuted me. That's right. And here's Trump with the peanuts. I have information that could lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton. We're all peanuts to them. Hold, go. Okay. Everybody's got a line. I'll watch the heavens and I'll watch the earth. I'm telling you, this is Harambe meme energy. It's okay. They wrongfully persecuted me too. Here's to Trump and Peanut the Squirrel. This is becoming like a MAGA meme. Illegal immigrants, the government, pet squirrels. Yeah, the U.S. government. That's exactly right. For Peanut. We'll do it. Vote for Trump for Peanut the Squirrel. Oh man, that's it's heart-wrenching. Heart-wrenching. When the note, Shinzo Abe and Harambe and Peanut, we're with you, Mr. President. That's right. Antonio Brown and Peanut the Squirrel in a Steelers, a random squirrel in New York, has more love and support behind it than Kamala Harris. That's a matter of fact. This has been confirmed to not be a real Donald Trump statement, although I wouldn't doubt that Donald Trump would make a statement like this. But this has been going viral, probably because you assume Trump's going to make a statement like this eventually. Trump effectively like backing up Peanut the Squirrel, and saying that he's going to help the family, which he probably will, actually. Radicalized squirrels in MAGA hats begin uprising. Yeah, that's right. We must vote for Peanut. And if the government, when they find out you made friends with a squirrel, yeah. Squirrels for Trump. That's a good one. We have to win this election for Peanut. Yes, this is now the rallying cry. You're sheltering Instagram squirrels in your bedroom, aren't you? Yeah. November, a surprise is New York officials murdering a pet squirrel. Yeah. They got me, Donnie. It's okay, little squirrel Jack. I will be your justice. I will be your retribution. I will be your vengeance. Even Fox News reporters on air, Fox News correspondents are saying this is the line, right? This is the line. The corporate media saying this is the line. They took Peanut from us. This is a good one. Yes. Eating the cats, eating the dogs, killing the squirrels. We're going to make it right.
Wow.
This is going to decide the election, isn't it? It will. It will. The election results of Trump tweets about Peanut the squirrel. That's right. Please do it. Don't tread on me. No justice, no peace. Watch the skies, Peanut. We'll watch the streets. Telling you, Peanut and Harambe. Yeah, interesting they didn't do anything with this squirrel. There you go. Here you go. The government rating for peanuts. Yeah. They did what to Peanut?
You seen that part, you know, it was over with.
That's right. R.I.P. Peanut the squirrel. What a sweet little animal. And what a rallying cry for the grotesque overreach of the government and the bureaucrats and the evil people that run this place that would rather kill your animals and, quite frankly, like lock you up like they did during COVID. Like, they don't care. They are soulless. They are monsters. They are anti-life. They're anti-human, ladies and gentlemen. I have information that will lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton. This is what we're stopping. When I say anti-human, there's no other way to, like, it's hard to get through. Watch this video of Peanut the squirrel's owners breaking down into tears because of what the government did to them, and then vote accordingly. Know that there's only one candidate that has RFK, Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbard at his back to cut and stop the government insanity and tyranny, and that is Donald Trump. Okay? Remember Peanut and vote.
We just learned that they have euthanized Peanut.
And the raccoon as well.
And the raccoon as well. I am so sorry. This must be really difficult for you.
It not only tears my family apart, but Peanut was the cornerstone of our nonprofit animal rescue. And 10 to 12 DEC officers raided my house as if I was a drug dealer. I was sat outside my house for 5 hours. I had to get a police escort to my bathroom. I wasn't even allowed to feed my rescue horses breakfast or lunch. I was sat there like a criminal after they interrogated my wife to check out her immigration status, then proceeded to ask me if I had cameras in my house, then proceeded to go through every cabinet, nook, and cranny of my house for a squirrel and a raccoon.
They got a search warrant?
They got a search warrant. 4 departments and a judge signed off on a search warrant for a squirrel and a raccoon. And then they took them and killed them.
Why did they go through all that to get a search warrant for an animal that had been with you very safely, and the world witnessed this for 7 years? Why now suddenly did they show up with a search warrant and take these animals?
My question.
We haven't a clue. We don't know who made the complaints. Again, Peanut was an indoor squirrel, not harming anybody. He's been with us for 7 years. Not a single complaint was ever filed for this animal. We had him for 7.5 years. He became the world's most famous squirrel. We weren't hiding him by any means. He was all over TikTok. Right. He became the first squirrel on TikTok to ever hit 1 million followers. He did every news station around the world. He's helped people. He's helped kids gather joy. And then we started a nonprofit animal rescue called Peanut's Freedom Farm to help animals like Peanut fight a good fight when they're in a neglected case or they're sitting in a slaughter auction. And he was the cornerstone of our life and our organization. We used his platform to help raise money for the 300 animals we have at our sanctuary.
Y'all, ooh, and I just lost my baby 2 weekends ago, so I can imagine they pain. Then you take the raccoon too, like you that's just pure evil. 7.5 years, and y'all just now come and then to how it was to be chaotic. Like, you can't even go feed your other babies, rescue babies, or anything like that. You sitting outside, got to be escorted. They ramming through your house for a squirrel that we all clearly have seen that is harmless, and a raccoon. That is so sad. I know what they're going through, and it boils me to not even have a reason at all, and then to wait this amount of time to say, "Hey, let's go just crazy. This is really sad. Like, oh, I know the pain. I know the pain, y'all. Y'all, it's countdown. It's countdown. Again, rest in peace, Peanut, Raccoon. My heart goes out to the families and just everybody who had a part in Peanut's world. My heart goes out to all of y'all. I definitely know how that family is feeling right now. We countdown. Get out, go do what y'all need to do.